it's Presley at ActOutGames.com here, and today I'm going to be reviewing Dead Tired Robecca and Scaris Skelita. So let's get them out of the box and we'll talk about them. So first I'm going to talk about Skelita. So Skelita is quite obviously Day of the Dead themed, and I really like the Day of the Dead, and it's actually her favorite holiday. So that's what really caught my eye. And she's a sugar skull, obviously, and her favorite food is sugar skulls. I didn't know that. Well, it's kind of obvious that they actually have skulls made out of sugar called sugar skulls. I didn't know that. I thought it was just a face paint thing and it was called sugar skulls. But I hope I will eat them at some point because they sound delicious. So her favorite class is art class, and I really like art class. I don't have a favorite class, but art class is in my favorites. If I had a list of them, it would definitely be in my favorites. And she's part of Scaris, which is kind of a travel set, and they come with these suitcases with the handles are movable, like my suitcase, so you can put it down for easy storage, put it up for rolling around. So I really like that she comes with a suitcase that you can open and you can put stuff in there if you wanted to actually take your dolls, then you could actually use their suitcases as storage for the dolls themselves. So I really love this set. I really like how they have suitcases and everything. And it would be fun just to bring her to Japan and have her carrying around her suitcase and lots of different pictures. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about Skelita's doll. So Skelita's hair is orange and black, which are my two favorite colors. So I really like that she has orange and black hair. And she has really bone themed. Her hands have holes in them and they look really skeleton-y. Her arms are skeleton-y. Her legs are all bones. And if you pull up her hair and look at her back, you can see a little bit of her ribs and stuff. So she's really, really awesome looking. And her outfit, as it's mentioned on her box, is she does the traditional stuff, but then kind of also does her own thing, which I really like about her. So she has her, so she's wearing this cute little outfit. There's her tank toppy shirt. I don't know what those shirts are called. I don't fashion very much. And her skirt is made out of several different flags, I believe. They look like flags. And they look really cool. And she has an orange necklace. And these shoes are green and brown. And I'm still yet again applauding Mattel for their amazing designs for these. They look really good. The outfits look really good. Just everything about the dolls looks amazing. And her face is quite obviously a sugar skull. And she has little snowflakey looking things around her eyes. I really love the sugar skull design. On the sides she has wisps. I'm going to call those wisps. On the sides of her face she has the wisps and dots. And it really reminds me of I Has Cupcake's Sugar Skull tutorial, which I really wanted to do for the Day of the Dead, and then my face paint didn't work at all, so I couldn't do that. But go check that out. I Has Cupcake has a really cool one. It's actually a glow in the darky, glow under blacklight one, which looks really cool with UV paint. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about Robecca. So here's Robecca, and Rebecca's personality is actually a lot like mine, which I really like because she's sweet, but due to a defect in her programming, I guess you could say, she cannot keep track of time, so she's always running late for stuff because she can't keep track of time. And she always tries to set clocks, but they just don't work for some reason. And something that makes me really like her is her balance module is actually a gyroscope instead of some sort of magical thing. And she has rocket boots, which she emits steam from. So when she's in her normal original outfit, she has rocket boots that she travels by floating on steam, which is really cool about her. So, and she's obviously a robot. Well, I said that already, but she has really awesome little details that make her really look like she was built and robot-y. And she does have a big part in Frights Camera Action, which I'm rewatching. Plus, I really like the Frights Camera Action line. I'm not going to say what her part is, but she does have a big part, because when I got her, I thought she was just a side character in the line. I don't know why I would think that. She's actually quite a big character, and she's been in quite a few movies. And another way that I can really relate to her is she's really clumsy. I'm always knocking stuff over, bumping into stuff. I can't go a day without at least knocking over like 7 things over. Without knocking over 7 things, I'll just walk around and knock something over no matter what. I'm going to knock at least 1 thing over in a day. So she's really clumsy, which is another big way that I can relate to her, because I'm super clumsy too. And she's best friends with Frankie because they're both made instead of born. She's a robot and Frankie is, well, kind of a Frankenstein's monster. Frankenstein's monster. Frankie's a Frankenstein's monster. She's not Frankenstein. Frankenstein's human. It's Frankenstein's monster, which irritates me when people call Frankenstein Frankenstein. Frankenstein's monster, people. So she comes with a little phone and a record player. So I think that the phone goes in the record player, and it's kind of like one of those phone record player things. You put the phone in and it blasts it through the record player. I don't know. It fits there. I don't know if it's supposed to go there, but it looks cool and it fits there, so that's where I'm putting it. And she comes with she has some really, really cute shoes. I like them. They kind of remind me of Festus from the Heroes Olympus series. I love her shoes. And I like her little outfit. She might be one of the only Monster High dolls I own that actually is wearing a shirt and pants instead of a dress. And I really like that about the doll, because most of the Monster High dolls are wearing dresses. I'm not against that in any way. I just would rather have more dolls be wearing shirts and pants instead of all dresses, because I know they're aimed at more preteen girl stuff. I still think more should be less girly, more kind of more tomboy. I'm not saying that they're super girly, but they could be more tomboy, as in wearing a shirt and pants instead of dresses all the time. And she comes with a little sleep mask, which, well, I got her goggles. I guess you could say they're her goggles. They look like her goggles, but they're also a sleep mask because she's part of the Dead Tired set, which is themed on a sleepover. So it's actually called a creepover. So she has her little, it's currently attached to her head. She has her little sleep mask. And she's really steampunky, which I like, which really caught my eye about her. And I saw her in the store. Dead Tired seems like it would be an old line to me. So it seems like it would be an old line. I don't know if it's an old line. I think it's somewhat of an old line. Plus she's a steampunky, so that's why I got her in the first place. And in the cons, there's a lot of steampunk people there that do steampunk cosplays, and they're always really nice, so I kind of want to do a steampunk cosplay at some point. And I might loosely base it off of Robecca, because it would be cool to kind of have a cosplay based off of her. Not a cosplay of her, but based off of her. So that was my review of Skelita and Robecca. You should definitely add them to their collection if you don't have them. They're really awesome looking dolls, and I really love the sets that they're in and how the dolls look. They're absolutely amazing, and I'm glad that I picked these 2 out and got them. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!
It's time to press the subscribe button. Subscribe button. Subscribe button. Subscribe. Bye, 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 bye.